Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Miss Layla Jihani again. Welcome, dear students. Inshallah, today we will continue our unit 4. Today we will cover 2 more lessons, inshallah. We will cover about you and the conversation, okay? If we want to remember what we covered in the previous lesson. In the previous lesson, we listened to a conversation between Asma and Mrs. Hassan, and they had a conversation about the choices Asma made, whether it's healthy, unhealthy, and we answered questions related to this conversation. Also, we practiced the pronunciation of 3 sounds, the ja sound, sha, and the cha sounds. So we practiced these sounds and how to pronounce it, okay? Inshallah, today, by the end of the lesson, you will be able to discuss topics related to food and supermarkets, identify specific details from a given conversation. So we will hear a conversation and we will gather some details, answer some questions related to the conversation. We have it in front of us. If we look at our book, we didn't have any homework, so we will look at our book, page 42 and 43. We will start with 42, about you. So we have some questions. We will do it one by one, okay? This is a conversation, so you can't work alone. You have to work with a partner, okay? One ask and the other one answer, and then your partner will ask and you will answer. It's a conversation, it's a practice for your speaking. The vocabulary we did throughout the lesson, we covered throughout the lesson and the unit, and the grammar we covered, okay? So we will start with the first question here. Do you like to go to supermarkets? Why and why not? Do you like going to supermarkets? Yes, no. So some of you said yes, some of you said no. Why? He wants to know why. So you like going to the supermarket and because you, excellent, you like to see the things in front of you. You like to choose the fruits and vegetables on your own. Okay, excellent. Some of you said no. Why did you say no? I don't like to go to supermarkets. Why you don't like it? Tell me, give me a reason you hate it. You hate waiting online? Yes, this is something we all hate, waiting online for the cashier. Yes, to at the end of our trip to the supermarket. So the answers were yes, I do, and no, I don't. And you gave me some reasons for your answers, okay? Let's see the second question. When did you last go to the supermarket and what did you buy? So when is the last time you went to the supermarket? Today you did? Yesterday? Last week? Last weekend? It depends on you. The answer, it depends on your life. The last time you went to the supermarket, okay? What did you buy? Think about the things you bought when you went to the supermarket. Did you, your life choices, were you like Asma? You bought unhealthy food, or you made better choices. You bought some chocolate, juice, milk, eggs. So these are the things you bought, okay? Think about your trip, okay, to the supermarket. So you can say today, yesterday, last weekend. It depends on you and the last time you went to the supermarket, okay? Question 3. What are food prices like in your country? What do you think about the prices when you could go to the supermarket? The prices, is it high or is it low or it's okay? What do you think about the prices? Do you think it's very expensive? Some of the things, I agree, some of the things are expensive and some of the things are reasonable. The prices are good. Especially when you look at the bargains. You look, do you remember the brochures like the first lesson? Do you remember the first lesson? We have brochures and they have the things on sale. Sometimes the things on sale is cheaper than its original price. So it's a good time to buy during sales, right? So sometimes the prices are high and other times the prices are good. So it depends on the time you're buying, the things you are buying. Like if you're buying Pepsi, which is unhealthy, it's expensive, right? So think about buying juice instead. Change your life to a healthier life, okay? So let's see question 4. Can you cook? This is about you. Do you like cooking? For me, I do. What about you? Some of you said yes, I do. Some of you said no, okay? So what is your favorite recipe? If you like to cook, what is your favorite recipe? The best thing you like to cook, okay? Which one is it? A recipe. Cinnamon, buns recipe, good. Pasta, pizza, okay? These are the things you like. I agree, I like them too, okay? So you can say, yes, I can cook, or no, I can't, okay? The things, you can list the things you like, okay? Question 5, have you ever baked a cake? Some of you said, I know how to cook. Have you ever thought about making a cake, baking a cake? Yes, you did, okay? Tell us about your experience. Was it a good cake? Did you enjoy eating it? Or you burned it? Or you added more sugar than you should? Or there is something went wrong with it? Tell us your story. This is a conversation. And you have to tell your story, the things that happen. It's a conversation. It's a practice for your speaking. Tell your experience to your class, okay? So this is something happened to me. It doesn't have to be similar. Tell your own story. This is my recipe for the cake, okay? Before you start, notice what I use, the words highlighted in red. Okay, these are the words we took in our grammar. We call it sequence word. Excellent. So before you start, preheat the oven 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 170 degrees centigrade. First, grease and flour a 9-inch pan or line, a muffin pan with paper liners. Then in a medium bowl, cream together the sugar and butter. After that, beat the eggs one at a time. Then stir the vanilla. Then combine flour and baking powder. Add the creamed mixture and mix well. After that, stir and in the milk until batter is smooth. Pour or spoon batter into the prepared pan. Finally, bake for 30 to 40 minutes in the preheated oven, okay? This is the recipe for a cake I made, and when I tell you about my experience, it was really delicious. We enjoyed it, or my family and I, we enjoyed the cake. We ate it in one afternoon. You can tell us about your experience, the recipe you followed, and what went wrong with your recipe, okay? Or maybe it was perfect. No one knows. So the last question, I believe, have you ever eaten an unusual dish? Tell us about it. When they say unusual dish, something we don't see in front of us every day. It's not like rice and pasta. It's not like the regular food we eat in our daily life. Unusual, which is something irregular, like when if you traveled abroad and you walk to a Chinatown, any Chinatown, you will see the weirdest, unusual things in your life. They cook the chicken legs, which is unusual. I found it unusual, and I will never eat it. This is something unusual. Some cultures, they eat bugs, okay, which is, you will never try. These are some of the things unusual. Do you have something unusual? Have you ever seen, you don't have to try it. I'm sure if you see a dish full of chicken legs, claws, not the legs, the claws. You will never eat it, I'm sure. But have you ever seen something? You don't have to try it. Just tell us about your experience. Tell us what is the unusual dish and try to describe it. Tell us about it, okay? Now let's see here. What kind of food are these? We have these picture next to the conversation. We have these pictures, okay? What kind of food is it? Look at these food. We have different food. We have here, what type of food is it? Sorry. Okay, what type of food is it? Look at the first picture here. What can you see? It's shrimp, fried shrimp with a sauce. Have you ever tried something like this? Yes? No? What do you think? Is it a main dish? Is it an appetizer? Is it a dessert? What kind of food is it? An appetizer, excellent. So what about here? We have chicken and rice, okay? What do you think? What kind of meal is it? Is it a dessert? No, this is excellent, the main dish, okay? And here we have, I'm not sure, I believe it's guacamole, the name of it. They use avocado to make like a dip, and they use chips here to dip the chips and they eat it. So what kind of food is it? Do you think it's a dessert or a main dish? No, it's an appetizer, excellent. And the last one here, we have, it's like a pudding, okay, with strawberry on top, okay? What kind of food is it? What kind of food? Is it a main dish? No. What kind of food is it? It's a dessert. Excellent. It's a dessert. Okay. So what haven't they eaten yet? We will look at the conversation and we will answer this question. We will read the conversation together. After you read, what haven't they eaten yet? So they will talk about all these types of food and something they didn't eat yet and they are waiting for it. Tell me which one is it, okay? Let's hear the conversation together.
Smells good, Mother. Well, I have a real international menu today. I hope you guys like it. First, I have a Mexican dip, tortilla chips and guacamole. Then for the appetizer I have a shrimp cocktail, New Orleans style. After that, we'll have Moroccan style, chicken tagine and couscous, with Brazilian passion fruit mousse for dessert. And finally, Colombian coffee. Father. Sounds great. I can't wait. Daughter. Do you need any help? Mother. No, thanks. Everything's under control. Let's sit down and have some guacamole. Father. The guacamole was great. Daughter. How do you make it? Mother. It's easy. You just follow the recipe. Father. This chicken is absolutely delicious, too. Mother. Would you like some more? Father. No, thank you. I've had more than enough. Daughter. You should start your own restaurant. You're an excellent cook. Father. Yeah, I totally agree, but let's keep Mom's cooking for us. Daughter. I have to learn how to cook. Mother. I can teach you. It's lots of fun, and it's relaxing. Father. And it's much cheaper and healthier than eating out.
Okay. This is the conversation we had and we listened to, and you can read it. You can pause the video and read it again. They talked about things they eaten, things the mother made for them, okay? What is the thing they didn't eat yet? Dessert. They didn't eat dessert. Excellent. I have these questions, okay? Look at these questions and look at the conversation on your book, page 43. Look at the conversation and look at the questions. Try to answer these questions. Pause the video, look at the conversation and look at the question and try to answer it. Take your time. Take 5 minutes. Pause it and take 5 minutes to answer these questions, okay? Go back to the conversation to all answer. And then play the video again so we can do the answers together. So the first question, when the mother says you guys, who is she talking to? She was talking to whom? When she said you guys, she was talking to her husband and daughter. Excellent. Do we say you guys for men only or for men and women? I can talk to both. Excellent. I can talk to men or women. When I say you guys, it's informal English, but we use it for both male and female. Okay? Who says I can't wait? I can't wait. The father. Excellent. He said it. Why does he say this? He's hungry and he likes the food his wife has prepared, because she told them and she explained the things she did. Okay? And he said, I can't wait. Who says everything's under control? That everything is under control. She doesn't need any help. The mother. Excellent. She said it. Does she mean she need help or she doesn't need help? When she said everything under control, does she need help or she doesn't need help? She doesn't. Excellent. She doesn't need any help. She's okay. She can manage. Okay? Who says I've had more than enough? Who is full? خلاص, he eating, he's full. The father, he said, I had more than enough. Excellent. Is this polite or rude to say when he said I had more than enough? Is this a polite way to say you're full, or a rude way? It's polite. It's okay to say it. Okay? Now, let's look at the words they mentioned. You guys, it's in real talk. I can't wait. Everything under control. I've had more than enough. We had these questions and we looked at our conversation and we saw how they use these words in a conversation. Okay? So when they said you guys, it's an informal way, okay, informal way to address two or more people. So you cannot say you guys to one, or your brother or your sister, a singular one. It has to be a group of people, two or more, okay? And it is informal, okay? It's not a formal way to address people. I can't wait. I'm very eager for something, okay? Like, for example, next weekend is a long weekend, or next weekend is National Day weekend, okay? And your friend says, next weekend is a long weekend, and you say, I can't wait, okay? That means you are eager, you're looking forward to that time, okay? Everything's under control, everything is organized. That means everything is done, it's not messy, it's organized, you don't need any help, okay? Although it's a lot of dishes, but khalas, you can manage alone. You don't need anyone to help you or assist you, okay? I've had more than enough. I can't eat anymore. That means you're full, you can't eat more food, okay? So about the conversation, these are the questions on your book. You can read the questions and you have to answer it based on the conversation. The answers should be based on your conversation. What kind of meal did the mother prepare? What type of food did she prepare? Okay, she talked about it in the beginning. Read the conversation again and try to find the answer, okay? Does she need any help in the kitchen? What did she say? Excellent. She said everything is under control. She doesn't need any help, yeah? 3, what suggestion does the daughter make over dinner? She suggested something. She made a proposal to her mother. She mentioned something. Her mother maybe will agree to what she said or will disagree. A suggestion. She suggested something. What does the mother suggest to her daughter? What did she reply? She told her, I will do something for you. What did she say? What does the father say about eating at home? He mentioned something at the end of the conversation. He mentioned something. Pause the video, look at the questions, look at the conversations on your book, and try to answer the questions. If you're done, play the video again and we will see the answers together. Okay, let's look at the first question. What kind of meal did the mother prepare? Read it here. Look here. Father, smells good. Well, I have a real international menu today. She prepared an international. She described the food she is preparing, right? So what kind of meal did the mother prepare? You will find it in this part, okay? Let's see. Here, question 2. Look at this part for question 2. Does she need any help in the kitchen? What did the mother say when the daughter said, do you need any help? What did she reply? What did she answer? Look at the conversation and give me the answer, okay? Do it on your own and compare your answers with a partner. Then we will see the answers together, okay? Question 3. On this part, this question is related to this part of the conversation. Read it. Read the question. Try to find the answer based on the conversation you already heard and you already read twice, okay? And here, this part is related to question 4 and 5. So you will find the answers here in this part, okay? Now let's see the answers. For the first question, what kind of meal did the mother prepare? She prepared an international meal, right? Does she need any help in the kitchen? No, she doesn't, okay? 3. What suggestion does the daughter make over dinner? What did she suggest? She says that her mother should start her own restaurant. She should cook professionally as her profession in a restaurant. 4, what does the mother suggest to her daughter? She says that she can teach her daughter how to cook. She told her, I will teach you how to cook, okay? 5, what does the father say about eating at home? It is cheaper and healthier than eating out, which is, do you agree to what the father said? Yes, it's cheaper. Instead of buying 100 meal, okay, you can buy with the 100, you can go to the supermarket and buy the things and you can cook not for one person, for all your family. So it's cheaper and healthier. You can control the things you can put on your meal, right? So now it's your turn. You will do a conversation. We heard the conversation and we read the conversation. We saw how they are talking about food, and the way they are talking about food, keep in mind the grammar, the sequence words, and the grammar we have covered, and apply it to this conversation. Role play conversation with a partner. So you will not work alone, you will work with your friend. Imagine you have invited someone for a meal, okay? So you are in your house and you invited someone to come and you will cook for them, okay? Imagine that you did that. Discuss the food and the recipes you are preparing, then switch roles. So with your partner, you have to think about the things you will make, the things you will serve, the kind of dessert you will serve, which main dish you will serve. Will you serve rice? Will you serve pasta? Will you serve pizza? Which one? What about the beverages, the drinks? Will you serve water, juice? What kind of beverages you will serve for your guest? Think about the things you will do, the things you will prepare, okay? This is a conversation, so you have to make a plan, okay? You can sketch the things you will do and discuss while you prepare with your friend, okay? So for your homework, you have to do page 115 as your homework. What we covered today, we ask and answer questions related to food and about you. So I asked and answered a lot of questions, and we listened to a conversation, we read a conversation, and we had a lot of details, a lot of questions, and we answered these questions related to the conversation we have read. That's it for today. Thank you for listening, and inshallah I will see you next class. Good luck.